जी मैम.
Yes, so let us continue about the hallmarking symbol. Am I audible, sir? Audio में कोई problem नहीं है ना?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, sir. Let us
Yes,
continue.
you are audible.
Okay, sir. Okay, so let us continue. So this is about the hallmarking symbol on the gold jewels. So as we all discussed, ये जो hallmarking symbol है, this started from the year 2000. So before 2000, there was no symbol as that of hallmark and all. There were no prints or symbols, anything over the jewels. So Abibi, if valuation, if there is some old items are coming to you, you will not able to see any symbols over that. It doesn't mean that it is not original. It is original, but the hallmarking system started only from the year 2000. So if the jewel was made in 1990s or 1980s, definitely you will not be having any hallmarks over that. So what is this hallmarking symbol? It is 5 compulsory symbols. To start with, you have BIS symbol, fineness symbol, assaying and hallmarking center symbol, year of marking, and jeweler's mark. So what are the 5 compulsory symbols? So what is BIS mark? Let me just zoom it. So if my voice is breaking, kindly let me know.
Okay, ma'am.
So BIS ब्यूरो ऑफ इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड का इंडियन सरकारी का जो सिंबल है दैट आपको ज्वेल की सबसे पहले वही होना चाहिए. सो सेकंड इज प्यूरिटी. प्यूरिटी इज नथिंग बट फाइननेस. दैट इज द कैरेट purity. It can be in percentages, it can be in parts, or it can be in carats also. So next, third one is the assaying your hallmark centers. For example, each and every showroom will not be having a hallmark center. Matlab, for 10 collectively 10 showrooms and or collectively 20 jeweler shops will take the items to one hallmark center is to check the purity of the gold and put the stampings. So that is the work of this hallmarking center. So this particular center has its own unique mark. So that is called as hallmarking centers mark. So when you just Google and when you see which hallmark centers logo it is, you will be able to identify the name, the place, and the license number of that particular hallmark center. So that has to be on the third side. And the fourth one is year of marking. Year of marking is, as I told you, this started from the year 2000. So 2000, if this is being marked, then it will be a English alphabet letter A. If a particular thing is being marked on 2001, then it will be English alphabet letter B. If it is being done in 2002, then it will be alphabet C. I say you have each and different hallmarks, alphabets for different years. So by seeing this English alphabet itself, you'll be able to say that in which year it is being hallmarked. So for 2000 it's A, 2001 it's B, 2002 it's C. So different years have different English alphabet letters. But in 2016, they have completely stopped putting this type of year of marking because there have been some confusion between the letters and the numbers. So from 2016, it's only 4 compulsory symbols. At the end will be your jeweler's identification mark. It means shopkeeper's logo. It can be his initial, it can be a full fal, या कोई भी design हो सकता है. So these are the 5 compulsory symbols. To start with BIS का symbol, शुद्धता का symbol, assaying center symbol, year of marking, and jeweler's logo. This can be interchanged also. It doesn't matter that it has to be in the same line. आगे पीछे भी हो सकता है. So hallmarking has to be done, can be done till 9 carat. And very, very important, from the year 2019, compulsory hallmark has to be done over 3 carat. One is 22, 18, and 14, because 22 carat and 19 carat will look just the same, and 18 carat and 14 carat will be very, very similar to each other. Even the experienced people also will find it difficulty to identify, to differentiate between 18 and 14 carat, because the color the shining and the acid test, everything will be just the same. And that is why many people do something called as fake hallmark. Fake hallmark in the sense, originally it will be of 14 karat only, but the symbol written on it will be written as 18 karat. So this is called as fake hallmark jewelry. So same thing, it can be of 19 karat, but over which it will be written as 916 or 22. Clear? So this is called as a fake hallmark and it is already there. So be very careful. Even in the time of valuation, many people blindly trust only on the hallmarking symbol and they go only with hallmarking symbols. But please don't do like that. Even if the hallmarking symbol is there or not, all you have to do is do all the weight test, acid test, rubbing test, magnetic test, everything you need to do, and only at the end you have to declare whether it is original or duplicate or what carat it is. Many people don't do all these things, they simply go away with hallmark. But keep in your mind, nowadays fake hallmark, duplicate hallmark is also there. So now let us see about the soldering steps. So soldering, actually for valuation time, we are not going to test the area where soldered is being done, but still I want you to have the knowledge of what actually soldering is. So all the parts must fit well together. For example, I'm a shopkeeper, I get from the another jewels and the back piece, the necklace, the hooks, everything will be got from different parts of the locations. But I have to stick everything together to make it a fully formed piece. So for that, I have to solder in between. So that is called as, in Hindi we call it as टांका लगाना, जोड़ना, ऐसे हम शब्द को use करते हैं, but it is soldering. So apply a small amount of the flux which is being soldered together. For example, I have a chain and I have a locket and I want to flux this chain with the locket. You're going to apply a small amount of filler powder or the filling material. It's more like a glue. So you're going to keep that particular point there and you're going to use a Bunsen flame and you're going to heat it so that this material will melt and the two pieces will get joined together. So heat slightly, just enough to cook the flux. Flux is nothing but the material. We called it as powder, filler powder. So usually for filler powder, we go for cadmium, that is KDM. But nowadays it is being banned by the government because this is very dangerous, because the steams which is coming out of the vapor, which is coming out of this flux is causing cancer. So government has banned the usage of KDM, and instead of KDM they have recommended using zinc for making soldering. But unfortunately even today we are using KDM soldering only, because KDM soldering will give you weight loss. Matlab, if you are going to do a simple soldering today and after 10 or 15 years, if you want to just melt that jewelry, then what will happen is, usually instead of cadmium, if you're using copper or any other item as a soldering, you will have a weight loss there. But if you are using cadmium as a soldering material, the weight loss will be very, very negligible. So that is why people prefer going for KDM soldering. So when the flux has been boiled dry, apply a small water of solder and heat directly onto the solder, moving your flame. This is a process how you usually do the soldering. Next. Types of soldering, traditional bhi hai, you have cadmium and hallmarking. I'll just quickly run through these type of soldering. Hard soldering, medium and soft, it all depends on the ornament which you are going to solder. Hard soldering is for a very big items, medium is for the medium like bangles or the chain items, soft soldering is for very small items like your jhumkas, your studs or anything, nose ring, like that. Traditional soldering, whatever the powder, that flux powder you're going to make. Hard soldering, 1 gram of filler powder, 4 grams of coal. These are the mixtures and these are the standard flux powders. But if it is your own, that is in different areas, they have different types of preparation techniques, that is different. So filler powder banane ka tarika yahi hai. So if you want, you can use this type of mixing also. In cadmium method, we use 1 gram of gold with 100 grams of cadmium, which we call it as KDM, and then we are going to put the soldering. So instead of the cadmium, government had recommended using of a hallmarking soldering. So in that hallmarking soldering, we are going to use zinc. Very simple. We are going to replace the cadmium with zinc. That's it. So the soldering is finished. Next, we are going to electroplating. Electroplating is nothing but gold plating. So I will just explain how we do electroplating so that you will have an idea, and we have a very big business for this electroplated items also. When valuation time, we will be getting lots of electroplated items. Jo dekhne mein, it will be exactly like gold, but it will actually, if you see, it is called as spurious item. If you are not checking it properly, then definitely we are going to get the fake results only. So I'll give an idea of what electroplating, how it is done. So coating of any material with gold is called electroplating. Electrolysis process is nothing but setting up of a battery. You have a positive end, which we call it as cathode, and you call it, and you have another end called as anode. So jo positive, we are going to connect the thing, the particular item, we are going to plate a coin with gold. You're going to connect that coin in the negative part of the battery, and in positive, you're going to connect the gold. So for gold plating, gold electrolysis process, you use a acid, which is a combination of potassium cyanide and gold chloride. It is already readily available in the market. And for the silver plating, you're going to use sodium cyanide and silver chloride. So this is also ready-made available in the market. And for silver plating, you're going to use this solution. I'll just quickly walk through the process that we are going to deal with the plating. So this is plating karne se pehle and after plating. So this is the setup in battery. In positive side, you're going to connect the gold, whatever carat you wanted to get plated, 22, 18, 24, whatever. And in negative, you're going to connect the item which has to be plated. And the peela rang ka jo solution, and that is the yellow color solution, is the electrolysis solution. And within 5 minutes, whatever you have kept inside is going to be completely coated with gold. And the thickness of plating is going to be in microns only. Microns ka matlab, when you apply total pressure and you rub on the stone, ऊपर जो आपने coating किया था, that is the outer coat. Copper है या aluminium या silver, whatever it is there, you will be getting it over the stone. And all these will be finished within 5 minutes. It is all, the coating can be done only with 5 minutes. It's not that you have put the acid throughout the day, you're keeping the ornament in the acid, doesn't mean you'll have a very big coating. No, not at all. You'll have a very small micro coating only, and that too, the time is only 5 minutes. So this is all about the electroplating process. So next we are going to see about the assaying. Assaying is gold testing. So for gold testing, we have two types of testing. One is destructive method and non-destructive method. Destructive method, you all know, it is the melting of the ornament, damaging it, and then identifying its purity, which is being done nowadays also in many shops. But in bank, we are not going to use it. We are going to do something called as non-destructive process. So in destructive process, you go for traditional method, cupellation method, and ICP. ICP is nothing but inductively coupled plasma spectroscopy. In non-destructive method, you go for XRF method. XRF, I will explain what it is. X-ray fluorescence spectroscopy machine. And then you'll go for touchstone method, which in Hindi you call it as kasauti, and then gold testing pen. That is, we'll explain what are these methods and why these methods is not recommended in bank and what method is being used in bank also we'll discuss. So these are the cupellation pots. Mitti ka pots bolte hain hum, yeah, we call it as mousse, inside which we keep the ornament, and it is been melted, and then nitric acid reaction has been done, and gold is been, separated, copper has been separated, and the other items will be separated, and silver will become silver nitrate, copper will become copper nitrate, and you will have only the gold. So this is a destructive method, and it is very, very high effective method and the best method to get the accurate percentage of gold. Even today also, this is considered as the most best method, but in bank or in any other NBFCs, we are not allowed to damage the ornaments, right? So what is the exact procedures that we can use, that we will be discussing? So this is a fire assay furnace, very high furnace, over which all the clay pots are being kept and the reactions has been done. So next we will be talking about the non-destructive method, in which we will be discussing about the electronic tester pen. So this is called as electronic gold tester pen, which was usually available in Google, in Flipkart or Amazon also. It was available. So all you have to do is just test the ornament. You're going to touch the ornament with the pen, and whatever is the purity. So you're able to hear me?
Ma'am, we are able to hear you clearly, madam.
Okay, sir. So yes, you are going to touch. So touch karte hue hi aapko whatever the readings is there, it is 24, 22, 18, whatever it is going to be displayed on the screen. So in this you will be able to get the value of the gold, but it gives you only skin purity. Skin purity ka matlab only the outer layer, outer covering. So this is not recommended. Even if inside you have aluminium, you have been covered with 24 karat gold also, when you touch it, it will show that it is 24 karat. But if you are confident ki haan mera paas gold hi hai, if you are confident that you have gold, then you, for checking of the exact purity, you can touch with the pen and you can finalize. But for banks and all, it is not recommended because it gives only the skin purity. The rate of this machine starts from 5,000. So next is your XRF. XRF is X-ray fluorescence spectroscopy. Till today, this is considered as the most perfect method of getting a value of gold. So why we are not using these in the NBFCs or bank? Because this particular machine also have some drawbacks. Let us discuss about this machine. So X-ray fluorescence spectroscopy machine works on the basis of X-ray machine. What we do in X-ray, just particular point X-rays are being focused, and it will detect that particular point, what happened, especially in our body also. Whichever place is injured, we are going to be focusing, taking extra of that particular place and see whether it is, what condition it is actually. Same system is being used in this XRF in the table, and you're going to time especially focus, the point will be focused on the ornament, and it will be checked, and you will get all the values. So if it is gold or not, if it is gold, what is the carat of gold, what is the percentage, what are the other items mixed, how many items are mixed, 10 to 15 items or mixed also, it will be displayed. 1% of lead is mixed, 2% of copper, 0.1% of nickel, whatever mixed is being done, everything will be displayed, and it is the most easiest method and very, very quick also. Within 5 minutes, all the testing will be done. And if you want printout also, you will be getting it. Very, very accurate machine. But what is the drawback? Why we are not using it in banks or in NBFC? First of all, the cost of the machine. From 2 lakhs to 6 crore, the machine's rate. And every month you need to maintain this. And then the testing type. That is the how do we test, that is very, very different, because it is going to work like an X-ray. It's not going to scan the entire ornament. For example, you made an ornament of 22 karat, only the hooks, unfortunately it has been done with copper, okay, without your knowledge itself. So that point, it is a 22 karat jewelry with a copper hoops, and you're keeping it in the testing piece, and all the rays are being focusing only on the hoops, then all your values will be coming that it is copper, because the name itself is X-ray. Matlab, it is going to focus on a particular point, and only that particular point will be tested. It's not going to test the entire ornament. So this is not recommended. And the last and important point is intensity of radiation. It is only 0.5 millimeter. It means the skin test will be done. Below skin test also will be done. But in some items, like you wear that kada, right? The bangle, pipe bangle. So usually what happens, the pipe bangle will be of 25 grams, and inside that lakh bara hua hoga, or sometimes copper will be given inside, or sometimes a wax will be there. So all these things are going to increase the weight of the bangle to again double it. Yani 25 grams ho jayega into 50 grams. So how do you identify this? Either we have to cut it or do some other test. If you keep this type of ornaments inside the XRF machine, the intensity of radiation will not go below and check whether inside something is being stuffed or not, because the thickness of the pipe is 1 millimeter, but the intensity of radiation is only 0.5 millimeters. So whatever is given inside will not be able to identify. So again, this is going to be a disadvantage of this machine. It's costly. It's been focusing on only one point. Instead of this, we can use the rubbing stone itself, right? Rubbing stone is a traditional method, most easy, reliable, best, handy. And if you want more and more testing, you can go for acid. You can use the filer, and it is also easily you can carry it anyway, and you can use it n number of times. There is no limitations for the stone. So that is why in banks or in any other NBs we go for the Kasauti method, that is a rubbing stone method. So this is the rubbing stone, that is, we call it as Kasauti. Now I will just play a video for you. This is a downloaded video. Just have a look. After that, we will discuss. Sir, is the video visible? Sir, is the video visible?
It has not started yet.
But the screen is visible, sir.
Yes, yes.
GG.
Okay. Now is it visible? No, no issues in this. Just have a look. इसमें जो stone है, stone के ऊपर we are just rubbing a particular ornament, and then just have a look. If it is gold, and we are going to put 1 drop of acid, and then if it is fake, we are again going to put 1 drop of acid, and just look what reaction is going to happen. The length of the rubbing has to be this much only. 3 millimeters से लेके 5 millimeter तक ही होना चाहिए, but the pressure has to be high. See, only with the color itself, you can say one is golden in color, another one is white in color. So acid डालने का भी जरूरत नहीं है. You can just tell with the color itself ki which is original and which is duplicate. But still, we are going to put 1 drop of nitric acid and we are going to check whether it is which one is gold and not gold. So whatever is gold is remaining there, just there is no reaction or there is no color change, but whatever is fake is completely vanished. So this is how to identify if it is gold or not. Even the small traces also will not be there. If it is gold, then there will be no reaction. No reaction in the sense, agar if you are putting a water, what will happen? Nothing reaction, no reaction, right? So ऐसे ही होता है. But if it is a duplicate, 1 drop of acid, immediately the entire जो भी you have put the rubbing will entirely get vanished.
Friends, if you are having any doubt related to this test, this is the most important test and most traditional test throughout India. If you are having any doubt related to this test, please unmute yourself and ask the question so that we can move forward.
Yes, you have any doubts regarding this session, we can definitely discuss now. Whatever abhi humne discuss kiya tha, and this is the entire thing which we are going to do in any organization, may it be NBFC, may it be bank, organized bank, or if it is a private sector, whatever it is, we are going to use this method only. Apart from this, extra one scientific technique also we are going to use, which I will be explaining tomorrow for testing the carat of gold. Till now, whatever we discussed, any doubt, please do ask me now.
Policy stone, where you get the policy stone? Hello?
Yeah.
Where we shall get the policy stone?
Where we are getting?
Polishing stone.
This
Kasoti,
stone, kasoti, this rubbing stone, you will get in every market. Gold ka alag sa market, you have it in your own places, wherever you are. You have gold, Sarafa, Bazaar markets, you have there, so you get it from there. Especially this originally comes from Nepal. So from Nepal, it has been throughout India, it has been distributed everywhere.
Madam, which part of the ornament should be rubbed? Number one, and for how many times, and what kind of pressure?
Okay, sir. Sir, actually, which part has to be rubbed, that I will be explaining tomorrow. But main thing is, we are going to focus not to damage the beauty of the ornament. So either it can be side or the inner place we can rub, because it must not be visible to the customers that we are doing something. That is the main thing. And second question which you asked is, what did you ask the second question?
How many times it should be rubbed?
How many? Yes, there is no this much time you have to rub and all. The pressure is very important. The amount of pressure that you are applying and rubbing is more than enough. Just apply pressure 3 millimeter to 5 millimeter tak, the length has to be there. That's it.
Excuse me, ma'am.
One more thing.
Yes,
More
sir.
thing we observe, madam. Practically, let us take a Bengal piece. So
Okay.
it is a different kind of purity on different parts. Like on circumferences, it is a different. I mean, it varies from 78 up to maybe up to 90. This kind of variations are there.
Yes, we call it as melting, sir. That is, it will be written as 22/21 also. It means upper the coating is 22 and after melting it will be 21. So that is why what we do is we are going to do the skin test only. That is whatever is the our skin layer only, we are going to test the quality. However, when you are going to give the valuation, you are not going to evaluate the entire amount. Even in that, you are going to give 75%, the maximum loan amount only to the customer. So in that, everything will be adjusted.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Ma'am, one thing I would like to ask you, ma'am, we have
Please.
read that ma'am, metals have that means reactivity series, and below hydrogen, we have copper, silver, and gold. So, ma'am, means any whatever the bangle or whatever the ornament we have, it can have a mix of means maybe copper or means basically you told us that silver and gold. So while rubbing, it you shows that the powdery form means whatever the mark after dropping that acid, it remains if it is pure gold, ma'am. But if it is mix of something, then it might be that some part might vanish and on some part might not vanish. So how can we identify that what is the exact percentage of the gold in that ornament, ma'am?
Okay, sir, actually this is a doubt in everybody's mind. Let me explain. The quality of gold, even if it is 14 karat or 18 karat also, they will be definitely a mixture of copper and silver. But the quality of gold is like that, when you rub on the stone and when you put the acid, there will be no reaction, whatever low quality it will be. Okay, so point number 2, if you want to identify the quality of gold, tomorrow I'm going to tell you the scientific technique. Scientific technique matlab very simple technique. Along with acid, you're going to use something called as salt. Okay, it is a non-iodine crystal salt. Today I'm not going to explain about that because it will be confusing. Tomorrow I will be explaining you how to use the simple salt crystal and identify the exact carat value of the gold.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah,
Sure.
Mr. Bandara. Yeah, sir. Let me introduce you, ma'am. We are having
Yes.
the opportunity to be with us, Mr. A.I.S. Bandara, who is Assistant Director of Assaying and Hallmarking in National Gem and Jewelry Authority of Sri Lanka.
Yes,
he's the chapter head of CV Overseas Chapter at Sri Lanka at Colombo. Yes, sir. Please.
Thank you, sir. Madam, there's a big problem in Sri Lankan in banking sector. There's a tungsten jewelry. It's mean gold covered inside tungsten. When we use touchstone testing, XRF, and all, we can't identify that tungsten jewelry. Any scientific method or physical identification methods how to detect that this kind of fake jewelry, madam?
Sure, sir, sure. For this type of jewelry, you can go for filer, sir. Yani you have something called as filer. So you can just cut it in the sense 0.5 millimeter of cutting you have to do. Not a lot of cutting, it's a little bit of cutting, 0.5 millimeter of cutting, and you are going to put 1 drop of acid directly over the ornament. Just area may you have just done one small cutting. There you are going to put 1 drop of nitric acid. If you are getting green color bubbles, it is the most effective way of identification this type of jewels.
Madam, if we want to purchase this gold, then jeweler will be asked us to do this type of testing.
Sir, during valuation time only we can do all this type of testing, of course. But during purchase, nobody will allow us actually to do this type of testing.
How we can check this is good quality or bad quality?
अरे सर, आप उनका दुकान बंद करा देंगे अगर ऐसा टेस्ट करेंगे तो। Now we are studying about the valuation aspects only. As a customer, no doubt you should keep these things in mind. अगर आप ये कोर्स करने के बाद अगर आप किसी ज्वेलर की दुकान पर जाएंगे, आपका पूरा का पूरा नजरिया बदलने वाला है सोना खरीदने के लिए। और अगर आप ये कोर्स करने के बाद किसी एक शादी के लिए अगर आप ज्वेलरी खरीदते हैं, तो आपको इस कोर्स की पूरी कीमत वसूल होने वाली है, बिलीव मी। तो जब भी आप अभी ज्वेलर से बात करेंगे तो आपकी लैंग्वेज देखकर वो समझ जाएगा यार इस आदमी को बेवकूफ नहीं बना सकते। थापर साहब, जो आपने पूछा बिल्कुल सही है। लेकिन as a valuer we cannot discuss certain things because it is a non-professional ethics for this course. We will discuss it in the 0 hour. If you are having any technical question, please continue. Yes, Mr. Kulwinder, sir.
Yes, sir. How much pressure we should give?
Sir, pressure depends on you, sir. Make sure that you're not going to break the jewel. So that is what I tell all my candidates. Give maximum pressure, but it is not not going to break the jewel. That's it.
Right.
Yes, sir. Srinivasan, sir, please ask doubt.
Madam, are we going to discuss about the stones, diamonds also in the in our subject?
Definitely, sir. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about the stones also, and Pelehi I will declare we are not going to discuss about the carats or how to identify the original or duplicate. We are going to test how to check the weight of the stones, but I can give you some ideas like with the colors, how to test the stones, how to identify the stones. I will help you. How to check with the kasoti, that is with the rubbing stone, I can help you. But the important focus will be given on calculation of net weight.
But are the stones not involved in doing doing valuation like?
Yes, sir. In valuation, we are putting 0 valuation for diamonds. It is only gold.
Not any other stones are involved? No.
No,
All the
sir, nothing. It is only
No stone,
gold.
I think.
Madam, may I ask one question, madam?
Yes, sir, you can.
Madam, for design and beauty purpose, if the jewelry made different composition in the entire length of the jewelry, now if I rub it one point, this may show one result, and if I rub it another point of the same length of the jewelry, other length of the jewelry, it will give a different result. So should we consider that is a carat is different, then it will be a different? How can we identify the particular carat of that jewelry?
Sir, if it is a handmade jewelry, definitely in a particular piece, you will be having 2-3 different types of carats. So what I usually recommend to my valuers is I ask them to check 3 different points. That is center point, middle point, and the hooks ke jo bagal mein jo hota hai, aage piche. Those points you're supposed to test. And after that, you can take an average of those things and you can give your valuation.
And how can we check the base of the stone in the gold?
So tomorrow I'm going to explain you that, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Aaj to only basic we have completed, original or duplicate. But the most important thing is tomorrow only.
So today is go, no go, right? It's gold or not gold. That is all we are focusing on.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Right.
Respected madam.
Yes, sir.
Nowadays, hollow jewelry is in, this current use. Mostly hollow jewelries are there. So
Yes.
it is a very thin kind of skin kind of is there. So once you rub it over this kasoti, probably it's going to be damaged definitely.
Sir, for hollow jewelry, you should do direct filing only, sir. Tomorrow we are going to discuss what are the different types of jewelry, how to check those jewelry. Hollow will come there, and pipe bangle will be there, rope chain will be there, all different types of jewelry. Jo mera practical jewelry jo hai, jo mera valuation pe aaya tha, that jewelry I'm going to discuss with you.
Thank you very much.
Sure, sir.
Yes, sir. That is a part of syllabus, Mr. Shukla. That is a part of syllabus, and that is most important part as a valuer also. And sometimes कुछ मोटा बैंगल होता है जिसके अंदर पाइप डाला, जैसे मैडम ने अभी बताया, कॉपर का पाइप या एडेंट्रेशन का कुछ पाइप होता है, वो अंदर से डाल के उसके ऊपर कवर कर दिया जाता है, वो वेट बढ़ाने के लिए. तो समटाइम्स वेट करते वक्त आपको लगेगा ये असली है. नॉर्मली ज्वेलर्स ऐसा करते हैं एट द टाइम ऑफ परचेज. तो आप उसको गोल्ड का पैसा देते हैं और कॉपर. तो ये सब चीजें हम कल पढ़ेंगे, बिकॉज आज जस्ट इंट्रोडक्शन है, बिल्कुल नया सब्जेक्ट है आप लोगों के लिए, इसलिए हम सेशन को ज्यादा बड़ा नहीं कर रहे क्योंकि कंफ्यूजन हो जाए. थोड़ा सा अंडरस्टैंड करिए, इसलिए थोड़ा सा करें. लेकिन अभी तक जो आपने पढ़ा है, अगर आपको इफ यू आर हैविंग एनी डाउट, एनी टाइप ऑफ डाउट, लैंग्वेज इज नो प्रॉब्लम. इफ यू आर हैविंग एनी डाउट, प्लीज डू रेज योर वॉइस. तो सो दैट के हो सकता है आपका प्रॉब्लम बाकी के 44 कैंडिडेट्स के लिए भी आसान हो जाए, या सेम प्रॉब्लम उनको भी हो, लेकिन वो समझ ना पा रहे हो क्या प्रॉब्लम है. विदाउट क्लियरिंग योर डाउट वी विल नॉट मूव अहेड. आपका डाउट क्लियर करे बगैर हम आगे नहीं बढ़ने वाले, तो हमें बढ़ने भी मत दीजिए, बिकॉज इट इज अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट टू आइडेंटिफाई द गोल्ड, असली और नकली. यही सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है. अगर आपको अभी तक कुछ भी जो मैडम ने बताया कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम है, यू आर फेसिंग एनी डाउट related to this, please unmute yourself and ask the question.
No, sir. Till today is clear, but to learn this course, I work in Sarafa for 8 days. I went there and I see a number of complications type of jewelries.
Yes sir, बहुत जरूरी है.
we'll
देखिए
discuss it
कुछ भी काम
tomorrow.
करेंगे, जब हम लोग इंजीनियरिंग कर रहे थे उसके बाद में सबसे पहले हमें मिस्त्री से ट्रेनिंग लेना पड़ा. साइज ऑफ ब्रिक भी नहीं पता था हमें. जिस वक्त हमने बीटेक किया था, वी वर नॉट इवन नोइंग द साइज ऑफ ब्रिक. जब उसको मिस्त्री को बोलते थे सर 23 mm by 11 mm, वो बोलता भाई साहब वहां पर बैठ जाओ, मेरे को इंची में ब्रिक दो, 9 इंची बाय 4 इंची बाय 3 इंची. वो बोलता बाबू जी वहां पर बैठ जाओ, मेरे को काम करने दो. ठीक है ना, ऐसा ही हर फील्ड में है. जब तक देखिए गोल्ड ज्वेलरी का कोर्स ही आप कर लेंगे, कोई इसमें मुश्किल नहीं है, लेकिन एज अ कर्सी, लेकिन एज अ रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, क्योंकि फिजिकल कोर्स या फिजिकल ट्रेनिंग करे बिना आपको पूरा नहीं आएगा. जैसा मैंने अभी आपको बताया, गोल्ड वैल्यूएशन एक बहुत बहुत क्रिटिकल और टीडियस जॉब है. थोड़ी सी गलती, क्योंकि गोल्ड का वैल्यू बहुत ज्यादा है, थोड़ी सी भी गलती आपको काफी नुकसान पहुंचा सकती है. बैंक में अगर आप देखेंगे तो आईबीआई की क्वेश्चन लिस्ट में more than 80% are gold valuers. तो उनको बहुत जल्दी डिपैनल किया जाता है, उनके ऊपर कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन या एफआईआर वगैरह लॉन्च होता है. तो वो सबसे बचने के लिए आपको पहले कम से कम 15-20 दिन ट्रेनिंग करना पड़ेगा. लेकिन एज अ कर्सी, एज आवर रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, अभी हम लोग क्योंकि सभी यहाँ पर ऑल ओवर इंडिया और इवन ओवरसीज से हमारे मेंबर्स हैं, हमने ये कोशिश किया है कि ऑनलाइन सेशन आपके लिए हो जाए. अगला सेशन हमारा होगा फिजिकल, और जितने भी यहाँ पर कैंडिडेट्स हैं ऑनलाइन के, सबको फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट वहां पर आने के लिए मौका दिया जाएगा. उसको आप अटेंड करिए, जरूर करिए. और मैडम की तरफ से मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, सबको एक कसौटी भी वहां पर फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट दिया जाएगा. मैडम जब भी आते हैं हमारे लिए कसौटी का गिफ्ट लेकर आते हैं, जितने भी हमारे कैंडिडेट्स हैं सबके लिए एक छोटा छोटा गिफ्ट होता है सबके लिए. या वी आर हाईली ग्रेटफुल टू यू मैम. तो वो
definitely this time I will talk to, definitely sir, I will talk to Kapoor sir regarding this, definitely.
Yes ma'am. Yes ma'am.
मैम क्या मैं थोड़ा सा एक टाइम लूंगा मैम?
हाँ बिल्कुल, बताइए सर.
मैं दिल्ली से हूँ, हर्षु चौहान. मैं एक चीज पूछना चाह रहा था मैम. जैसे मैं बेसिकली 30 इयर्स हो गए मेरे को इसी काम में. मेरा खुद का अपना आउटलेट्स है बाइंग का, दिल्ली एनसीआर.
Okay.
अभी मेरे पास एक लेटेस्ट एक ऐसी चीज आई है जो मैं खुद 30 साल में मैंने देखा फर्स्ट टाइम. आप जानते हैं एक नेकलेस होता है, नेकलेस में कई पार्ट्स होते हैं, चैन के साथ ऐड ऑन होता है नेकलेस, यू नो दैट है ना? उसमें आपके डाई के पीस भी होते हैं, बलदारी का हाथ का काम भी होता है, सम चैन लटकी होती है, और ये सारी चीजें होती है. अभी जो मेरे पास नेकलेस आया है, गोल्ड के पीस तो सारे गोल्ड के, ठीक है मैम, एंड चैन जो अंदर डबल लगी हुई थी, पटा चैन जिसके ऊपर पीस लगे होते हैं, वो बंदेल.
बंदेल, यस. ओके.
अब ज्वेलर्स मोस्टली जो छोटा ज्वेलर्स है, वो जो गांव देहात में बैठते हैं, वो इस अपना आजकल मार्जिन तो बहुत ज्यादा है नहीं गोल्ड में. अब वो क्या करते हैं, उन्होंने इस टाइप का आइटम बनाया और हमारे पास बिकने के लिए आया था. ठीक है मैम.
ओके.
तो अब उसमें आपने बहुत अच्छी बताया इनको कि उसको हम रब करते हैं, और लेकिन रब्स की बजाय अगर हल्की सी रेती मार के आप उस पे एसिड डालते हैं ना, तो रिएक्शन फौरन इंस्टेंटली आता है.
इंस्टेंटली सर. एंड आई विल गिव यू अनदर आइडिया आल्सो. कई लोग क्या करते हैं ना, वैल्यूएशन समय में, सम बैंक, आई एम नॉट टेलिंग एवरी बैंक, सम बैंक द कस्टमर विल से डोंट यूज द रेती और फाइलर. सो दैट टाइम व्हाट यू कैन डू इज you can go for a rough kasoti. The kasoti itself, you have something called as rough kasoti. It will be very rough on the outer side. So when you use the rough kasoti and when you put 1 drop of acid on the ornament, it will be the same effect as of the filer. सो देखने में भी कसौटी जैसे ही दिखेगा, कोई आपका शक भी नहीं होगा कि आप ऐसे कर रहे हो, राइट? इट इज आल्सो वन वे।
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम, मैं एक इसमें मैंने चेंज किया अभी, इसका मैंने प्रोसेस कट या कुछ भी मैंने कटिंग करना बंद कर दिया, ठीक है मैम। अब क्या कर दिया है, आप एक छोटी सी कटोरी में स्टील की नाइट्रिक एसिड जब हीट होता है उसका जो पावर होती है वो 100 गुना बढ़ जाती है, यू नो दैट, ठीक है ना? है ना? तो हम क्या करते हैं, उसमें कोई भी बैंकर्स भी अगर इन फ्यूचर अगर ये प्रोसेस को करता है, मेरे ख्याल से उनको बेनिफिट होगा लॉस से, कि बंदेल आइटम तो नहीं आ गया या कॉपर अंदर तो नहीं है इसके अंदर, जो पाइप वाला आप बोल रहे हैं उसमें क्या होता है, हल्का सा रेती का, तिकोनी रेती से कट हल्का सा ले लेंगे एंड थोड़ी सी कटोरी में एसिड डाल के और उसमें ऑर्नामेंट डाल के देन गरम करते हैं, तो उससे रिएक्शन बहुत तेजी से आता है और एक्चुअल पता चल जाता है कि वाकई आइटम ठीक है या नहीं।
Exactly. The best idea you have given, sir. Thank you actually for sharing your idea for this.
Thank you,
And
ma'am.
yes, sir, it will be very helpful for everybody also. So this is also a very good idea that you have suggested. But in some banks, what they do is they are not giving permission to do this. But this will be a very easiest and the perfect method also.
जी.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Is there anybody who wants to share your ideas or कुछ doubts हैं तो again we can discuss.
मैडम परसेंटेज और कैरेट रिलेट कर सकते हैं वापस दोबारा?
Okay, percentage is कल actually today मैंने explain किया था 24 carat is equal to 100%. So 1 carat is equal to 100 upon 24. You will get 4.167%. Let me repeat it once again. 1 carat is equal to 4.167%. So if you have 18 carats and you want to convert it into percentage, just multiply it with 4.167. You will get percentage in 75. So ऐसे ही 22 carat also you can do 21, 19, 14, all the carats you can multiply. And tomorrow I will explain you how to find out the carat through the physical videos which we have. I will play that video and I'll explain you simple methods.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir,
Okay, sir.
madam, it is 4.767.
No, sir, it's 4.167.
4.167. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Madam, all Dubai, this jewelry are 24 carat.
21.
Maybe.
24.
Sir.
24, sir. 100% purity.
There are different talks on this, and it all depends on which shop you are getting it. What is the reputation of the shop? Depending on that only we can suggest. In Dubai also you will get 21, 22 bhi hai, 23 is also there.
Okay. Because I bought a Bengal, it was 24 carat.
It will be written as 24, but you have to check it, sir, again.
So here I check it at Tanish Jewelry showroom.
Okay.
With the machine, they found it 100%.
100%. Very good, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Very nice.
So friends, any other doubt? Yes, Mr. Rahul. Please unmute yourself. Yes, sir. We are not able to hear you.
Sir, can I ask something?
Yes, sir.
Is there any handy machinery which we can take to the bank so that we can check the laser punch or something like that? Is it possible?
So machines are actually jo handy machines hai, that is not recommendable. You can take it along with you, but it is not recommendable.
Like just like you were saying about the pen as well as the pen, there might be some laser machine which can do the test so that we can have, and we doesn't have any doubt regarding the quality of gold.
So actually till date, we are trusting only on the stone, the salt and the filer only. We are not using any other machines in banks especially.
Yeah, देखिए,
but this is very conventional method, ma'am.
नलन जी, मैं आपके क्वेश्चन का आंसर देना चाहूंगा। देखिए, सारा मशीन या दूसरी जो मशीन्स हैं, वो पर्टिकुलर एक पॉइंट के ऊपर, जैसा अभी हर्ष चौहान साहब ने बताया, एक पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट के ऊपर करता है और उसका पेनिट्रेशन एक लिमिटेड होता है। तो
Right.
जैसा भी उन्होंने बताया कि एक ही ऑर्नामेंट को डिफरेंट परसेंटेज के हिसाब से ज्वेलर बनाता है, जो इंटेलिजेंट ज्वेलर है,
Right.
वो उसको गड़बड़ करेगा। तो आप जहां पर मशीन टेस्ट करेंगे, हो सकता है वहां पर 100% हो, जैसा सर ने बताया, कुंडी जो होता है चेन का, वो 24 कैरेट या सॉरी 22 कैरेट होगा, लेकिन बाकी का सारा 18 कैरेट में कहीं ना कहीं मिक्स होगा। या जैसा बदेल उन्होंने बताया, उसको 1 ग्राम गोल्ड ज्वेलरी बोलते हैं। तो उसमें क्या होगा, जहां पर आप एक्सरे डालेंगे वहां पर तो वो दिखा देगा, लेकिन कभी कभी ऑर्नामेंट काफी शेप्स का होता है, तो वो उसके अंदर पेनिट्रेट नहीं करता। तो इसलिए जैसा मैडम ने बोला, हम उस पर ट्रस्ट एज अ वैल्यूअर नहीं कर सकते।
Actually, I want to share some practical experience that once there was a chain, Bundel chain. Basically, chains are respectively chains Bundel में बहुत ज्यादा बनती हैं.
Chains and bangles, yes.
Bangles, right. तो बंदेल में चेन हमने एक बार रिसीव की और हमने उसको कसौटी पे और टेस्ट किया, बट वो कसौटी पे ओके था, मतलब that was okay. But
सर
when we
वो
tested,
सर वो बंसल जी वो क्या है कि आप जब कसौटी पे बंदेल को कस लगाते हो तो ऊपर का जो लेयर होता है ना,
वही उतरता है,
बंदेल का थिक होता है कि वो पकड़ नहीं पाती है कसौटी।
बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो।
और आप अगर लेजर से भी मशीन में भी डालेंगे ना, जो अभी आप कह रहे हैं पेन लेकर जाऊंगा मैं, तो वो भी नहीं इसमें काम आता। इसका एक ही सोल्यूशन है, इसको गर्म एसिड में अगर हल्का सा आप बॉइल कर दोगे ना, तो इसका रिएक्शन तुरंत आपको आ जाएगा।
That is true. बट वो मैं एक्सपीरियंस ये बता रहा हूँ कि मशीनरी इतनी अच्छी आ गई है अब कि वो लेजर टेस्टिंग पे वो अंदर तक बता देती है कि हाँ इसमें क्या प्योरिटी है।
मैक्सिमम टू मैक्सिमम 5 mm।
हाँ राइट,
इससे ऊपर नहीं जाता
सर। इट्स 0.5 mm एक्चुअली, 0.5
या 0.5 mm या 0.5।
ओके।
तो साहब इसको बॉईल करेंगे तो खराब तो नहीं होगी?
नहीं सर, कोई और आप कस्टमर को पहली बात तो, अगर आपके पास बैंक में अगर कोई आया है सामान देने के लिए और वो बंदेल लेकर आया और हमें चेक करना है कसौटी पे, कसौटी आपको दिखाएगा वो कि गोल्ड स्टे कर रहा है, लेकिन इसका प्रोसेस ये मेरे नजर में जो मैंने 30 साल में ये देखा है कि इसका एक ही प्रोसेस है, बिना हार्म किए हल्का सा रेती से 2-4 जगह कट मार के उसको आप हीट कर देंगे एसिड में, थोड़ा सा मतलब 2 चम्मच कटोरी में डालें एसिड और उसको हीट कर देंगे, तुरंत उसका अगर रिएक्शन आएगा आपको ब्राउनिश कलर में आ जाएगा। तो ब्राउनिश कलर मीन्स हो गया अंदर कॉपर है तो वो बाहर निकल रहा है और उसका बंदेल उसको बोला जाता है।
तो सर उस केस में क्या चौहान साहब वैल्यूएशन देंगे अपन उसका?
नहीं, उसमें कोई हम परचेज नहीं करते हैं, ना इवन बैंक परचेज करती है। बंदेल का कोई वैल्यू नहीं है, वो उसमें मात्र अगर 10 ग्राम की चीज है 800 मिली या 900 मिली।
सर बंदेल का मतलब मोटा कोटिंग, थिक कोटिंग ऑफ द गोल्ड, तो विच कसौटी में पकड़ में नहीं आएगा। यदि आप फाइलर को यूज करना है वो 0 वैल्यूएशन में आएगा। फाइलर को यूज कर डायरेक्ट एसिड टेस्टिंग करना ही है, नहीं तो गो फॉर रफ कसौटी। सो बंदेल कसौटी में पकड़ में नहीं आएगा।
मतलब हमको बैंक में बॉईल करने के लिए कुछ वो व्यवस्था करनी पड़ेगी?
नहीं, बॉइलिंग मेथड ऑल्सो, वही मैं बोल रही हूँ, अगर बॉइलिंग मेथड विल नॉट बी अलाउड इन बैंक, आप डायरेक्टली तेजाब को आप डायरेक्टली फाइनर कीजिए, रेती कानस को यूज कीजिए और जिस जगह में आपने कानस को यूज किया है उसके ऊपर 1 बूंद तेजाब डालो बस। बॉइलिंग को कई बैंक में अलाउड नहीं है।
Yes sir, Umesh sir. Yes sir, you want to ask anything sir?
Good evening, friend.
Namaskar.
Namaskar, sir. I just wanted to point out what we normally face while buying gold. ये तोला जो हमारा मुंह बोली जबान में आता है, 1 तोला, 2 तोला, 10 तोला, इसमें नॉर्मली ट्रेडर्स 10 ग्राम ही पकड़ते हैं तोला। द ज्वेलर विल से 10 ग्राम, लेकिन आज के सेशन में है कि 116 मतलब
11.6 ग्राम्स। यस सर, द नॉर्मल स्टैंडर्ड वेट जो है वो 11.6 ग्राम्स है, पर हमारा जो कैलकुलेशंस के लिए वी टेक इट एज 10 ग्राम्स। तो इन इंडिया वी आर टेकिंग इट एज 1 तोला इज इक्वल टू 10 grams only, but I just wanted to show ki what exact standard value is.
So what is 1 tola actually? Under 11.6 or 10?
We are going to take it as 10 grams only
Okay. So
for normal
conventionally,
calculation.
okay,
Yes.
so conventionally it was 11.66.
Yeah, that is different. We take it as 10.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
जी सत श्री अकाल मैम हेलो
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please.
हाँ जी नमस्कार सर
नमस्कार सर, पूछिए।
सर मैम बता रहे थे कि ज्वेलरी और डायमंड फिक्सिंग का जो है उसका थोड़ा दोबारा से एक्सप्लेन करोगे कैसे वो?
सर ये डायमंड के लिए कल हम लोग एक अलग से क्लास होगा, उसमें सर आपको बताया जाएगा। डायमंड के लिए अभी तक लोन अलाउड नहीं है आरबीआई की तरफ से, तो आने वाले टाइम में हो सकता है कभी हो, लेकिन टेस्टिंग ऑफ डायमंड और प्रीशियस स्टोन इज नॉट अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस सिलेबस। तो उसमें से हम अगर कोई अंगूठी आता है, जैसा कि ये अंगूठी है, इसमें आगे कुछ थोड़ा सा स्टोन लगा हुआ, आई डोंट नो क्या है, तो उसको हमें हटा देना है। फॉर वैल्यूएशन पर्पसेस फॉर द बैंक हमें स्टोन को हटाने के बाद सिर्फ और सिर्फ गोल्ड को रखना है, और वो कैसे हटाना है और कैसे किस तरह से हटाना है, उसका वेट कितना होगा, दैट वी विल स्टडी इन द लर्न इन द टुमारो सेशन।
वो सर जो फिक्सिंग जिस चीज के साथ करेंगे, जैसे कि पॉलिशिंग का लेस हो रहा है। हेलो
यस सर।
जैसे सर पॉलिशिंग जो वैल्यू है वैल्यूएशन में लेस कर रहे हैं, तो जो इस डायमंड फिक्सिंग के लिए कुछ भी यूज होगा वो भी लेस ही होगा, इसमें कैसे?
सर पॉलिशिंग तो कुछ लेस नहीं कर रहे हैं। यस मैडम कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं, मैडम की बात सुनिए। यस सर।
यस
हाँ ठीक है सर। डायमंड का जो लेस करने का जो कैलकुलेशंस है, डायमंड का पूरा जो साइज है, साइज के हिसाब से वजन का जो कैलकुलेशंस है, कैसे माइनस करना है, ये सब टुमारो वी आर गोइंग टू सी। सो टुडे टिल नाउ वी हैव नॉट डिस्कस्ड एनीथिंग। यस
ओके राइट मैम, थैंक यू।
मैडम
मतलब क्या है मैडम? जेम्स एंड स्टोन्स,
कैन यू रिपीट इट सर?
ये जेम्स एंड स्टोन्स डिफरेंस मतलब बोथ आर सेम नो? जेम्स जेमोलॉजी
बोथ आर सेम। जेम्स स्टोन सब कुछ सेम है। जेमोलॉजी मतलब नगों के बारे में ही है, पर नग में क्या क्या क्वालिटी होता है, नेचुरल है, सिंथेटिक है, इसके बारे में भी मैं एक्सप्लेन करूंगी कल।
मैडम एक रिक्वेस्ट है।
बोलिए सर।
हेलो
हाँ बोलिए।
Madam, nowadays there are, because of technology, excellent machines and instruments are available. So if possible, you can just give an idea which company about the approximate pricing and all that. So we can make a budget by around say 10, 15, 20 lakhs rupees are required to have this total setup and all that.
Sir, actually, I don't recommend these machines. I would recommend only the natural testing method of stones and acid. But still, if you want to go for XRF machines only, you can try for citizen XRF machines. But in Pune, you have very big manufacturers of these. You can very well go there, make a field trip, and you can see about those machines.
Which machine you said, madam?
In Pune, you have lots of these XRF machines.
Because madam, I am planning to open an outlet where we are going to purchase old jewelry.
Okay, sir.
With maybe up to investment of 50-70 lakhs rupees.
Okay.
So for that I need a guidance. I mean, I should have a proper arrangement, so everything can be checked properly.
Okay. So you can go for citizen company mission also, sir. Yes. Is there any other doubts regarding the subject?
मैडम ये रेती कानस और रेती क्या सैंपल दिखने के लिए मिलेगा कैसा?
रेती कानस का मतलब जो फाइलर है, कल मैं आपको फोटो में दिखाती हूँ कि वो क्या होता है, वो कैसे इस्तेमाल करना है।
ओके
मैडम।
यस सर।
हेलो मैडम,
हाँ,
ये
बोलिए।
जो पॉलिशिंग की परसेंटेज होती है, हाउ मच इट इज?
पॉलिशिंग परसेंटेज?
या अप्रोक्सीमेटली Not exactly.
The coating, how much coating is to be done on the gold? Is that what you're trying to ask?
Yeah.
Sir, it is done with mic.
How many microns? What I want to say. Hello.
100 times. Yeah, can you hear me? 100
Yeah.
times lesser than the thickness of your paper. That is what.
Okay, right. This is 100
Micron.
times less than
Lesser
your
than the thickness of your paper.
thickness of your paper. Thank you, madam.
But again, if we talk about bandel and all, bandel will be having a thicker coating. So
Okay,
generally, if you talk about 1 gram gold or the normal curious item, will be a very lesser amount of coating to what I explained. But bandel is different.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So is there anything else to be discussed? Should be?
Yes, friends, if you are having any question, madam abhi hamare sath hain, please unmute yourself and ask the question. Otherwise, the session is almost over. We will discuss a few things after completing the technical session. But if you are having any technical issue or any technical problem or any question related to subject, please ask now.
एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन है मैडम।
पूछिए सर।
मैडम, हम लोग कई बार जो घर की महिला होती है, लेडीज होती है, दे गो फॉर क्लीनिंग ऑफ ज्वेलरी।
हाँ, बोलिए सर।
बहुत कॉमन फिनोमिना है, तो ये
हाँ,
ठीक है कि नहीं?
मतलब दोबारा रिपीट कीजिए सर।
Usually by virtue of time, it gets dull, any kind of jewelry. So ladies prefer to go to Sarafa and clean it, or rather you make a repolish and all that.
Okay, I understand. Sir, usually what happens is the quality of the gold is it will tend to get dull as the time goes on. But what happens is there are some people who come to your house and say कि मैं आपका वो साफ कर देती हूँ, ठीक है? So what they actually do is they bring a solution along with this, which is called as aqua regia. That is the only item which can melt gold. So I will never suggest anybody to, go to any shop. If at all it is not a genuine shop, I will not recommend you to go there and clean your objects. You can just do it at home itself. So whatever you have at home, like your any other washing powders you can use, and you can clean your jewels.
Okay. So thank you very much, madam, for clearing our concept.
कभी भी मत करिए सर, उसमें ज्वेलरी तो साफ नहीं होगी, आपकी जेब जरूर साफ हो जाएगी।
Ma'am, I had also came to know about some other methods, like simply taking it to the burner, and the whatever the black spots are there or whatever the impurities are there, they get evaporated by simply burning over the flame. Ma'am, is it correct method or it is not a good method?
So actually, which is being burned out is nothing but the oil or the dust which has been there. It is not the process of cleaning. It is just removing the oil and dust. The जो भी the color dull हुआ है, वो सब आपको वापस नहीं आएगा इसमें. सिर्फ जो dust है, oil है, सिर्फ वो चला जाएगा वहाँ से बस.
Okay, ma'am.
मैम, ये जो सोप वाटर से आपने कहा है क्लीनिंग करना, is it good?
Yeah, it is. We are doing at home. It is also recommended process.
नहीं.
At home.
मैं परसेंटेज ऑफ हम इसकी बात करें कि कितना साफ हो जाएगा गोल्ड इससे?
So
अगर
you have
जितना ज्वेलर करता है साफ उतना हो जाएगा जो केमिकल से साफ?
सर केमिकल इज दोबारा वही मैं बोल रही हूँ, केमिकल इज अगर आपका recommended genuine showroom is there means you can take it, you can clean कर सकते हैं आप, पर घर में जो आप करेंगे उतना वो आपको शाइनिंग नहीं आएगा. वो तो I can tell you. Some people are there, no, instead of cleaning it, they dissolve the gold. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You cannot trust everybody. That's what I'm trying to say.
Thank you, ma'am.
देखिए सर, अगर आप गंदा सोना भी पहन रहे हैं, कम से कम सोना तो आपकी जेब में है ना. अगर आप उसको साफ कराएंगे तो सोना ज्वेलर की जेब में जाएगा.
बिल्कुल ठीक है,
जैसा मैडम ने बताया, वो बहुत डेंजरस केमिकल है. एक बार उसमें डुबा निकाला आपको लगेगा सोना बिल्कुल साफ है। अभी गली गली में वो घूमते हैं, अभी आजकल काफी लोग आते हैं, सोना साफ करा लो, तो लेडीज उसको दिखा देते हैं और शाम को जाकर वो उसमें से गोल्ड को एक्सट्रैक्ट कर लेते हैं सारा।
राइट सर,
ऐसा कभी नहीं करना चाहिए। आप उसको घर में टूथब्रश से साफ करिए। अच्छा एक आजकल डिटर्जेंट जो आप यूटेंसिल क्लीनिंग में लेते हैं, विम बार या वट एवर इट इज, उसे हल्का हल्का लगाकर 5 मिनट रख दीजिए और साफ करिए। और चांदी का ज्वेलरी तो आलू के पानी से उबाल कर साफ कर सकते हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
आलू के पानी से?
यस सर, आलू उबालने के बाद जो पानी बचता है उसको उसके अंदर चांदी का ज्वेलरी डाल दीजिए, 5 मिनट के बाद बिल्कुल चमक जाएगा।
अच्छा, वेरी गुड, थैंक यू।
नेचुरल प्रोसेस। और दूसरा मैं एक और आपको टिप देना चाहूंगा, टू ऑल द मेल कैंडिडेट्स ऑफ दिस क्लास, नेवर ट्राई टू प्रूव योर वैल्यूएशन इंफॉर्मेशन ऑन योर वाइफ ज्वेलरी। अभी आप जो टेस्टिंग करेंगे, कोई भी वाइफ का ज्वेलरी लेकर उसको टेस्ट मत करिए, नहीं तो अभी वैल्यूअर तो आप बन जाएंगे, घर में खाना आपको नहीं मिलेगा।
सही बात है।
तो आप कभी भी वैल्यूअर तो बन जाएंगे, लेकिन खाना आपको हाथ से बंद होने वाला है। तो कभी भी वाइफ की ज्वेलरी को हाथ मत लगाइए। आप ज्वेलर या वैल्यूअर होंगे, आप पब्लिक के लिए, वाइफ के लिए नहीं, क्योंकि उनकी नजर में आप वही हैं जो पहले थे। ओके, उनका कभी भी आप कोई भी रिंग या कुछ ऐसा कोशिश मत करिए। मैंने किया था, मैडम ने मुझे 2016 में पढ़ाया था लुधियाना में। मैडम ये मेरे टीचर थे, वो फिजिकल बैच था। घर आकर मैं बहुत कॉलर शॉलर ऊंचा करके बोला कि अब मैं वैल्यूअर बन गया हूँ। ऐसे डाला वो। अभी वो वाइफ का अभी मैंने कट लगा दिया, अभी भी वो मुझे रोटी देते वक्त सोचते हैं कि यार ये इसको देना है कि नहीं देना।
देंगे ना दे।
अभी आप ऐसा गलती मत करिए। दिस इज अ ट्राइड एंड टेस्टेड फिनोमेना बाय मी।
बिल्कुल, थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, थैंक यू।
एनीथिंग एल्स? एनीथिंग एल्स?
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम।
हाँ यस सर।
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम। हाँ जी मैम,
बोलिए सर।
मतलब कि जैसे कुछ बोल रहे हैं कि अपोलो ज्वेलरी होती है, तो कुछ बैंक्स की ब्रांच पहले क्या करती थी कि मेल्टिंग करवा के लेके आओ, तो वो करते थे उसमें, मतलब कि जो अपना फाइनेंस करते थे लोन का जो भी है।
ओके।
तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं हो सकता जैसे होलो में कोई सिल्वर डाल रहा है, कोई कुछ कि उसको मेल्टिंग में हो तो वो प्योरिटी का एक्यूरेट पता चलेगा उससे?
So then
आवाज नहीं आ रही आपकी।
your responsibility only. Again, कुछ network.
Hello.
So can you hear me? There's network issues, I guess.
Yes ma'am, network is noted.
Yes,
Hello.
is there any other doubts?
Madam, your voice is not clear now.
So is there any other doubt?
No, thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Madam, as there is connectivity issue, if there's any other doubt, maybe tomorrow we can take care of that.
Yeah, you are 100% right, sir.
But today's session was excellent, madam. Thank you. It was in a very simpler way, easy to understand.
You are 100% right, sir.
Friends, I think due to internet connectivity problem, मैडम का शायद कनेक्शन अभी टूट गया। I think क्योंकि अभी सभी जगह 5G का अपग्रेडेशन चल रहा है, तो there are problem in various connections. तो कल इनकेस आपका कोई डाउट है, आप नोट करके रखिए। कल हम लोग दोबारा से मिलेंगे। आपको एक लिंक शेयर किया जाएगा आपके ग्रुप में। आज तकरीबन there we will share a link related to the study material of the subjects. It will be shared around 7 PM today. उसके अंदर कुछ वीडियोस भी होंगे, कुछ आपके स्टडी मटेरियल जो अभी तक मैडम ने आपको पढ़ाया वो भी होगा, और उसके अलावा भी काफी कुछ होगा। और उसके अलावा मटेरियल होगा जो MSME ने दिया है स्पेशली फॉर काउंसिल ऑफ इंजीनियर्स एंड वैल्यूअर्स। तो वो आप स्टडी करके देखिए। इस कोर्स का मतलब आपको